Over the past 18 months, demand for media and entertainment has exploded. People were forced to stay at home and turn to games and streaming for something to do. And it can't be overstated how drastic this shift was in certain sectors of the media and entertainment business. Let's talk about games. Last year, we saw a massive growth in the games industry. New consoles came out, new games were launched, and more people played online. And for those who didn't play, we saw a massive surge in streaming subscribers. While theaters were temporarily shuttered, the demand for streaming and mobile went through the roof. Studios became comfortable releasing first-run blockbusters to our living rooms. Over the last 18 months, every single studio had to step up its game and work with more agility and productivity than ever before. They had to figure out how to get it all done while working from home. In the end, massive projects were completed at the highest level of quality. If you haven't watched Luca or Godzilla vs. Kong yet, you owe it to yourself to see just what remote teams are capable of. But the industry could have been better prepared when the pandemic hit, if their workflows would have already been on the cloud. Instead, they found themselves scrambling to enable remote workflows. The industry was already thinking about the cloud long term. Forced by COVID, years of planning turned into weeks of execution. This has created new opportunities to do things differently, leveraging the cloud. Like Andrew said, the industry needs to shift to more fluent, cloud-based production workflows. That's why we want to help the film and TV industry move more of their production to the cloud and develop better open standards like USD. We at Autodesk are investing in building new platform architectures to enable a cloud-based production ecosystem. This is a multi-year journey, and we have already started.
With ShotGrid, what we've done is built an effective streamlined process, and it sits at the heart of the pipeline. But we know we have to do more, and our goal is to move the entire production to the cloud. Now, I know managing production's always been a gigantic task, and I know it's going to get even more complex. So to get ahead of that challenge, we're expanding our production management capabilities to go beyond the pipeline, and this will provide greater efficiency across the entire production process. This means artists can focus on being creative, producers can better manage their resources and their budgets even more effectively, and supervisors can approve projects far more quickly. And that means getting their film in front of audiences much faster. Now, we want all of our customers to collaborate efficiently with the right amount of resources, less risk, and in less time. And this will help them create high-end experiences all in the cloud. So to do this, we're working in close proximity to our customers and to partners like Movie Labs. The time is now because the industry is ready. 2 years ago, Movie Labs formed a joint venture between a number of top studios. They published a white paper articulating a cloud-based future for production. It outlines a vision for driving innovation in the industry. And since then, Movie Labs has worked to influence next-gen technologies that align directly with their principles.
I'm Mark Turner, Program Director for Production Technology at Movie Labs. Movie Labs is a technology joint venture of the major Hollywood studios. So we look at long-term technology trends and how can we help the studios and the production companies that work with them. So when we look at the industry in the last 100 years, there's been transformational changes. We went from analog to digital. We went from standard definition to high definition. But actually, a lot of the technology didn't really change. We just moved different types of media to the different participants in the workflow. Just files chasing people. So the first realization we had is let's stop moving media. We put all the media in the cloud. Now, when I say cloud, I don't just mean big hyperscale public cloud providers. We are fully expecting a world where a piece of content is going to be created and it's going to hit multiple different clouds as it goes through. That cloud-first workflow means we can have global collaborators working from anywhere, whether it be home because of a global pandemic, for example, or from an office or a remote location. COVID changed everything and nothing at the same time. It proved that we can have people work from home, and a lot of people are happy to work from home. But what it didn't change for us was all the underpinning parts of the ecosystem that need to change. we still need to deal with the fundamental part of a truly cloud-enabled workflow that runs from anywhere. And we have no way of keeping up with the volume of content being created until we become much more efficient. So that's our opportunity with cloud. Rethink everything from the ground up and find a much more efficient way of making the volume of content we need to do today. That is really the Movie Labs 2030 vision. That requires collaboration. It requires interoperability between all the different parts of the ecosystem. So in production today, we've got some very hard definitions of different sections. We have pre-production, we have production, where we actually do our cinematography, and then we have post-production, and then we've got distribution. We actually see a lot of that is going to start blending. All of that requires a whole different way of thinking about a workflow. We have to start thinking about it as being a very iterative process that starts with a script and starts adding visual elements, much like animation works today. We're going to iterate as we go through, we're going to add some visual effects in here, we're going to pre-visualize scenes, then we're going to go and render some of those scenes. Then we're going to add real actors into those scenes. The whole workflow needs to be a lot more flexible to allow artists to do what they want to do. The cloud is an inherently very secure technology if it's implemented correctly. But without security, everything else falls apart. And our solution was to secure the workflow and not the infrastructure it's running on. It's a zero trust architecture. And it's based on permissions, it's based on only giving sufficient permission for people to come in, do the work they need to do on the files that they need to do them on, and then leave again. And many cloud vendors, Autodesk included, are looking at how can we take that vision, that architecture, and apply it to the products that they're developing today. We need everybody to make this vision a reality. No one company can do this alone. So that's what we're looking to partners like Autodesk to actually make these changes and power the industry towards this more efficient future. It's no longer a Movie Labs 2030 vision. It's effectively now our shared collective vision for where we want to get to. So let's work towards this vision together.
The Movie Labs 2030 vision closely aligns with our vision for production in the cloud, and it's accelerated by digitization and the rapid growth of cloud computing. We believe that this acceleration is needed. In fact, we're already on the path to unlocking efficiencies through cloud-connected workflows. Effective production management is paramount, particularly as studios of all kinds, whether they be film or TV or games, continue to evolve to meet the challenges ahead. Studios need new ways to effectively manage their budgets and resources, and they must be able to accurately predict needs even as variables are constantly changing. Our customers can do that today by using ShotGrid on their next production, while we focus on bridging to future production capabilities. Generative scheduling is a great example. It enables producers and production management teams to create resource-optimized schedules for complex productions. It lets them explore and evaluate multiple scenarios and trade-offs, all in a matter of minutes. And as projects get larger and more complex and teams become more distributed, it is even more vital for producers to have an accurate, real-time, high-level view of production. So to answer that need, we are unlocking the capabilities of generative scheduling on Forge. This will allow us to provide a generative scheduling service to our customers that can be easily integrated into their own workflows. And these workflows don't need to be limited to the entertainment industry. Better scheduling positively impacts the bottom line of any business. That's why we will open up generative scheduling to third-party developers and customers from all industries so that they can access and leverage it to generate their own scheduling insights. And that's powerful. I've seen it firsthand, having spent years in architecture, engineering, and construction, and manufacturing. I know that this kind of predictability transforms what a business is capable of. As we help producers and their teams better manage their resources and schedules, we're also enabling supervisors to manage their approval processes more effectively. With Live Review, we're implementing a real-time, collaborative workflow that connects different production teams. This way, supervisors and their teams can synchronously review the same material together, whether they are in the studio or not. Live Review connects the changes, captures the notes during the session into one app without any latency issues. It helps teams take action immediately and speeds revisions and approvals. With the boom in content, the need for interoperability between studios is growing. We need to eliminate barriers to effective collaboration to help different teams within the industry meet the growing demand and ultimately help artists tell better stories. And we can do that by enabling them to be more creative.
As we move towards the 2030 vision of production in the cloud, we're also working on new creative services and capabilities, whether born on the Autodesk platform or unlocked from our current tools. Take Bifrost, for example. From geometry creation and procedural animation to volumetrics, Bifrost is our visual programming environment designed to make the creation of complex visual effects more accessible to artists. We're investing in developing Bifrost as a next-generation compute service that can support not only our desktop products, but the future cloud deployments that we need. It has all the benefits of a modern software architecture: a low footprint, high performance, rapid release iterations, and powerful low-code, no-code extensibility, so that our customers can better build and share their own creative tools. And with its new UI, Bifrost now provides artists with even higher interactivity. It allows them to simply drag any parameter and see updates immediately, or even edit a graph midway through a simulation. The more we can support rapid iteration with Bifrost, the more artists can focus on creating amazing visuals. We are bringing the capabilities of Bifrost to the Autodesk platform so that customers have more options when it comes to integrating it into their pipelines. They will be able to not only use it in Maya or 3ds Max, but also with other non-Autodesk products, such as Unreal Engine, Unity, Blender, or Houdini. Imagine being able to quickly iterate on complex simulations, making decisions in context of the entire production pipeline. And when you need to scale those simulations, the data is already in the cloud, where compute resources live. These are the kind of cloud capabilities we are working towards. Or imagine a new user being able to make compelling effects from graphs and presets shared on a community site, ideating and iterating quickly. Even users from other industries, like architecture, engineering and construction, or manufacturing, will be able to tap into the power of Bifrost in their own workflows. Another area of investment is machine learning. This is an emerging area of technology with huge potential in media and entertainment, and we're only seeing the tip of the iceberg today. We've been developing machine learning applications for several years now. This includes generative scheduling, but also the powerful new compositing tools that we've been adding to Flame. Today, machine learning in Flame automates tasks such as tracking cameras and objects, isolating skies, human bodies, and facial features like eyes, lips, or even laugh lines. These tasks that used to take artists multiple hours of work are now solved for them in minutes. So Flame AI unlocks artists' most precious commodity, time, which they can now spend in their creative flow. This equals more iterations and ultimately better quality that makes its way onto screen. And while machine learning is making huge strides, there is more we can do in the future. For example, its benefits are limited if you run it locally, siloed on the desktop. So by combining Flame's machine learning capabilities with the benefits of the cloud, benefits like massive compute power and the ability to scale, we will multiply our ability to eliminate these repetitive tasks and help more and more artists work faster and spend more time on being creative. Another rapidly emerging area of production is virtual production. Accelerated by COVID, virtual production has many benefits for creatives, not least of which is its high efficiency and reduced carbon footprint, thanks to reduced crew sizes, reduced travel, and less need for physical set construction. But more importantly, it's bringing creative decisions back on set. In a strange Back to the Future way, real-time technology is enabling in-camera effects once again. Autodesk helped pioneer virtual production on projects like Avatar many years ago. Since then, virtual production workflows have become more accessible as equipment costs have dropped, especially the capture hardware. And since GPU-based ray tracing has become a possibility, tools like game engines have become more capable of putting out higher quality imagery. While Motion Builder is still an important tool in virtual production workflows, many of our customers are also exploring the use of game engines. To help them, we've been partnering with Epic Games to build more robust workflows between our products. This includes shot grid workflows to better integrate virtual production into the overall production workflow, as well as investing in building more robust workflows, especially live linking, between our products.
Hello, my name is Marc Petit, and I am the General Manager for the Unreal Engine at Epic Games. So as you know, when you create high-quality stories or experiments, speed is the key, because speed allows more iteration, and we know iteration in content is much more quality. So to create our games, Fortnite or Rocket League, we use extensively Maya and 3ds Max. We know that Maya is the tool of choice for animation. And so for us, it's very important to couple tightly the Unreal Engine and Maya so that we can create this entire workflow for animators. And ShotGrid is actually the tool that can help us manage the workflow on the set. Using LiveLink, you can create keyframes and you can see the results right away in the context of the camera shot, in the context of the lighting. You can actually animate in the final rendered frame. We can create those immersive environments in real time. The entirety of the creative team can actually understand what the content is going to be at the end, whether it's creating a visual effects shot or an animated piece of content or a game. And that considerably upgrades the creative process. And that's something that's unique and new for the animators and allow them to push the quality of their animation much further. We're super happy and proud of this partnership so that all of the Unreal Engine customers and all of the Autodesk customers can benefit from these new and augmented workflows.
No one company can build everything the media and entertainment industry needs. Maya became successful in film because our customers could build on it, expanding its capabilities significantly. As we invest in building the Autodesk platform, we want to ensure that we give customers even greater flexibility to build what they need. By working closely with our customers and partners, we can help each other better tackle the challenges we face. This is why we are partnering with Weta Digital. It's hard to quantify the impact that Weta Digital has on the world of visual effects and animation. They have won numerous awards for their incredible tools that help their artists produce some of the most successful films in the world. We are helping Weta Digital bring their custom tools built on Maya to the entire industry.
My name is Prema Karaju. I'm the CEO of Weta Digital. Weta is known for The Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, Alita Battle Angel, Gemini Man, Avatar. When people think about the magic of movie making, they're thinking about Weta. Back in 20 plus years ago when Peter Jackson was making Lord of the Rings, the entire industry thought that was an unfilmable movie. And then lo and behold, Weta is able to empower the artists and animators and the creators to make that and put it up on screen. Same thing happened in Avatar, and same thing happened in the Planet of the Apes, et cetera, et cetera. It's creating the uncreatable. We've been using and honing these tools for years. We're taking it and packaging it together as Weta M. For the first time, all the tools will be up in the cloud, available to any artist anywhere around the world. Weta M is the first cloud-based 3D production pipeline, and that goes into private beta launch by the end of 2021. We've used all these 200 plus tools internally for 26 years. No one's ever touched them outside of us, right? So this is a huge thing. The tools we're releasing with Weta M are battle tested against the biggest movies that the world's ever seen. And if they're battle tested with those types of directors, we know they'll solve an infinite amount of problems in film and TV production around the world. Most important thing about our beta launch is that we're going to be listening to the artists. What tools are they using? Is it the muscle simulator? Is it hair and fur? Is it the tissue? Is it textures? We're going to be releasing all kinds of different packages and tools within that beta launch and really seeing what is important and what they're valuing the most. Weta is the ultimate world builder, and that DNA is part of our software development process. An artist spends 80% of their time on like rudimentary stuff and 20% of the genius. We just want to have them spend as much time in that 20% as they can. That's why we've created tools to build forests, to grow them from scratch, to build cities from the ground up, to build mountains and landscapes that are visually arresting. Those are the types of tools that are going to be empowering Weta M and the artists that use it. The next 10 years will have more content production than the last 40. This content boom is going to have a ripple effect around the world. More artists and more animators are going to need more access to tools. That is what Weta M is answering. We're answering that demand. The key to Weta M is it recognizes the migration from local to cloud production pipeline. In 2 to 3 years, the thought of having local render facilities all around the world for these companies is going to be a forgotten thought. And within 5 years, there's no doubt, the cost of rendering, the cost of storage is going to be infinitely cheaper in the cloud than today. So Weta Digital is the best of the best in shipping movies. Autodesk is the best in shipping software. And that's why we look to Autodesk as the ideal partner to take our software, productize it, and distribute it around the world in a cloud-based production environment. Let's put it all together in one simple package called Weta M and give that the most turbocharged tools that the industry has to offer and enable that artist to create things they never even dreamed of.
Together with Weta Digital, we want to empower anyone, anywhere to create amazing media and entertainment experiences. Weta M is built on Maya's open API and will fuel cloud-based workflows for artists, supervisors, technical artists, and technical directors alike. With partners like Weta Digital, we will be able to grow and strengthen the entertainment ecosystem, helping all of our customers to meet the demand of the future. The last 18 months have shown just how important platform and this vision of production in the cloud is. And today, the industry understands that it needs to continue to evolve if it's going to keep up with future demand. Together with partners like Weta Digital and Movie Labs, we want to lead the way and make this vision a reality. We are committed to building an open and secure production environment that is fueled by powerful tools like Maya, Bifrost, Flame, and ShockGrid. And just to be clear, these tools won't go away. We will continue to evolve them, but at the same time, start unlocking their capabilities on Forge. The tools our customers work with today will be the foundation for custom and fluent workflows on Forge, spurring collaboration and efficiency, so that our customers can create more experiences, build better worlds, and tell better stories. At Autodesk, we don't believe in waiting for progress. We believe in making it.